Hey, TeCory. So I don't know if you did you hear about what Coach Baker called you?
Yeah.
So I wanted to get your reaction. I mean, have you been called a Chihuahua before? And do you sort of see a little bit of that little dog in you? I guess.
Nah, we got to change that nickname fast. I'm not a fan of that at all.
All right, next up we have David Feronas of the Sun Sentinel. David, go ahead.
Hey, TeCory. All right. So on that note, obviously he called you that because, your play coming off the nickel blitz and getting in there for a sack, playing bigger than you are per se. For you as a cornerback, do you prefer to have a big interception or how'd you like that moment, getting a big sack, big third down sack to flip the game in the fourth quarter?
Honestly, either one is good for me. As long as I'm making a play for my team to give us the best chance to win the game, I'll take either play.
All right, next up we have Susan Miller-Degnan of the Miami Herald. Susan, go ahead.
Hey, TeCory. So take us through that sack and your energies, your feelings, getting it done, and how it compares as far as excitement level in your college career.
I mean, honestly, the play, we ran that play like almost 50 times last week, and it came out the exact same way it did in practice. So I just put a move on the running back, and I tried to get the quarterback on the ground. And I was just full of energy, full of excitement, because I knew that play changed the momentum in the game to give us a chance to come out with a victory.
And also, I'm sure the Chaminade Madonna state title must feel like a million years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What have you learned about being a cornerback at UM? And how hard has it been to be patient? Ever frustration?
I wouldn't say there's frustration, but it's just times where you feel like you can do more than what you're doing, which is why you got to keep working, stay consistent, and take coaching.
And by the way, you don't want to be called a Chihuahua. Is there a better dog you'd like to be compared to?
A bulldog, at least. I want to be a Chihuahua. But nah, I just take it as it goes. I just work hard,
Okay. And the other thing is, how fun is it to blitz? What's it like for people who don't know?
It's really fun for me because, I'm not the strongest guy on the field, but I feel like I use my quickness and speed to my advantage, to get around bigger guys that can't move as well as I can.
Okay, thank you.
Well,
Next up, we have Christopher Stock of Inside the U. Chris, go ahead.
Corey, you obviously came into this year knowing or thinking you'd have a larger role. I'm just curious about your reaction when Christian decided to leave and then, and how close you were with him, but just also when that moment happened, you personally stepping up then, kind of your thoughts on that and the way you've been playing this year.
Honestly, I knew I was going to have a bigger role than I had last year, but I just didn't know when it was going to happen, when the moment was going to happen, the opportunity. So I just kept thinking every game, this is my opportunity, and then now it's finally happening. And then with Christian leaving, that was a situation where it just happened. Nobody knew what was going on. Me and him were really close. I didn't really understand why he left. So I tried to talk to him, and it just, he went his own way.
And also, TeCory, just curious about Avante Williams, kind of what you've seen from him. Do you know much about him yet?
He's a worker. He comes to practice every day like he's going to play. So I just can't wait for him to get out there with us.
Have you been able to see anything from him yet?
Not necessarily, because, he can't really do much, but, he comes to practice and works hard.
Thank you.
All right, we have time for a couple more. Next up, we have David Wilson of the Miami Herald. David, go ahead.
Hey, TeCory. I want to go back to the idea of you playing bigger than you are, or not knowing how big you are, whatever Coach Baker said. That's obviously been a part of your game forever. Where does that come from? The idea of you being able to play bigger than your size maybe would make people think.
Honestly, just my mindset. I feel like if I go out there and do what I got to do, nobody can stop me. But I'm just confident in myself and my ability, and I work extremely hard, like I said, every day, and just take coaching.
Is it something you had to learn, just that you're going to have to play, with your size, you're going to have to play physical, you're going to have to play without fear, that kind of stuff?
Nah, that's just me. That's just me.
All right, our last question for you comes from Susan Miller-Degnan of the Miami Herald. Susan, go ahead.
Hey, TeCory. So who do you look up to on the team? Like who guides you on and off the field?
I would say everybody really. You know, I'm not kind of person where I'm like laid back, chill. You know, I'm observant, and I just take coaching from everybody, whether it's safeties, linebackers. You know, I really watch the linebackers because I want to build like a physical corner, and I like to hit. You know, so I just kind of take coaching from everybody. I look up to everybody on the team.
And also, what are you majoring in? You know, what are you studying?
I'm studying sports administration.
Okay. How you doing in school?
I'm doing great. You know, trying to keep up with this online work. So trying to get it done, finish this semester strong.
Does it make it a lot tougher, the online stuff?
I wouldn't say tougher, but it's just more complicated to stay focused, you know, because you're at home, you're not in the classroom, you're at home, you got your video games, cell phone, all the things that can distract you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. TeCory, thanks for taking the time to talk with us, and good luck on Saturday.
No problem.